Hello guys, today let's discuss how to use ChatGPT for security activities. Basically what I'm going to do as a security specialist, I constantly get some input notifications about some user activities and so on, and instead of working with it manually, I'm going to automate it with Python environment plus ChatGPT. You can use Grok or DeepSeek or anything what you want, but I'm going to use ChatGPT because I'm still have my $5 on my account and I want to spend it. Okay, let's start. I already have installed all the environment, but of course I'm going to go step by step for you to explain everything. So first of all, and we will always start from a terminal. So we need to check what kind of version of Python do we have. We need to check also the file when it's been activated. Let me show you. Activate. Basically, it's an instruction. It's an instruction for activation, all paths, and so on. So you can see all the code. You can ask ChatGPT to create something same for you, and we execute it. So we execute, we can see Python version is 3.9.6. So we just created and confirmed our environment. Now a bigger piece of code. Let's see what do we have here. Basically, we are going to install and check and double check all dependencies. So we're going to use pandas, NumPy, all the super old and super popular libraries. OpenAI provider, so we're going to use OpenAI. If you're going to use another LLM, you have to use another library for that. Of course, security tools, Whois, and so on. And of course, we will use API not only for OpenAI, but and for other services. We execute, and absolutely the same content is in the file requirements.txt. It's already specified, but in your case, it will take a bit more time. So the next one, it's API keys. I am not going to show you everything, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this chat. So you will see just a small piece of my API keys, and we're going here. You can see we have a key for API OpenAI. You have to pay money for this. And these two, virus total, it's the most important one. And let's even ask our AI assistant how to get a free AP key for virus total. Because it's a free one, you don't need to pay money, you just need to go to the site, create your own account, and basically that's it. Create a free virus total account, see, it will actually walk you through. And so you just go to virus total and that's it. And same for abuse IT. Abuse IPDB, it's also a free one. You can create a free account and get a free API key. So you need these 3 free API keys in the file. And yeah, this is the one, the file you need to create .nvi, and just keep it in this way. So, and now we will execute a few files. So I will close this, I will close this, and I will close this guy. Let me clear a terminal a bit. So we're going to execute verify setup. Verify setup. Verify setup is basically a set of scripts to make sure all API keys are working, all libraries are in place. So basically it's a very small validation to make sure all in the right places. All package installed, setup completed. Amazing. And now we have second file, test API Python. test API, we're going to check if our API works or not. We can specify in this particular script number of tokens, what kind of model are we going to use, and basically that's it. We execute it, and yeah, status is ready. And now the most important and the most interesting part, system prompt. So let's look at what do we have inside. Let's imagine I got all this information from some sort of CM system, and I need to verify if it's malicious activity or it's a legal one, legit one. So we have some additional prompts, we have all the information, we have some functions to execute all these things. And yeah, the main idea, we just send it in a structural way with this instruction for ChatGPT to analyze it for me. And yeah, basically what I'm going to do is to type Python, and I will just copy name of this file and execute it and see what we are going to get. It's thinking, it's working because yeah, it's doing a bit of API calls, and we can see the output without system prompt. This EDR alert indicates suspicious activity on a host name, this particular host, from my one of my previous clients, which is likely a workstation within a finance department. It's a right one. Here's a breakdown of the alert for analysis. So, unusual process chain, Outlook, CMD, PowerShell. Based on this, even manually, I would immediately tell you that it's a, let's say, not a legit activity. It gives away hackers' activity right away. So, it gives me a bit of description, so I can copy it and paste into the Jira task if I want. And yeah, basically, I got the information and I don't need to do all these things manually. I got the severity high, confidence high. I got indicators of compromising, IOCs, all the IP addresses, attack chain explanation, and so on, so on, so on. So this is actually set up how you can speed up your SOC process of working. So hope it was helpful enough for you guys.